We don't have any 300-year-old vampires living in America. In a bunch of cases, there are fraud rings that operate, professional fraud rings that operate to exploit the system. They figure out some security hole in the system, and they just do professional fraud. That's where we found, for example, people who were, 300 years old in the Social Security Administration database.
Now, I thought that this was a mistake of not registering their deaths, that people were born like a long time ago and it had defaulted to like a certain number, and so that after time, those people were still in the system. It was just an error of the way the accounting was done.
Yeah. So that's not true. So there's, or at least one of two things must be true. There's a typo or some mistake in the computer, or it's fraudulent. But we don't have any 300-year-old vampires living in America. Allegedly. And we don't have people in some cases who are receiving payments who are born in the future.
Born in the future?
Born in the future.
Really?
Yes. The people receiving payments whose birth date was like in 2100 and something.
Okay, so
next century.
Is there a task force?
We know that one of two things must be true: that either there's a mistake in the computer, or it's fraud. But if you have someone's birth date that's either in the future or where they are older than the oldest living American, because the oldest living American is 114 years old. So if they're more than 114 years old, there is either a mistake, and someone should call them and say, I think we have your birthday wrong, because it says you were born in 86. That was before, before there was really an America. It was like, that's kind of early. We're still fighting England type of thing. It's like this person either needs to be in the Guinness Book of World Records, or they're not alive.
But still,